Panthers inside a place that the folks around here like to call of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. No, a nifty juke there.
Guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
James Robinson.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 7, Jones.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
Gordon loses loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Ravens 14, Panthers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away.
It's caught inside the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. Throwing Jones. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Buying time to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the intended target, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Jackson on first down, dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Tucker now out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
3 down. Watch 9. Hot go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's get off the field, D. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shit.
Off play action. Jones. Being chased out left. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Back to throw again. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's back. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
We got three, fellas. We got three. 45.
They'll stick with the passing game. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
45.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Second and 5 now. Jackson flush to his right. And he is out of bounds here.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage. Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Ravens 27, Panthers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points in the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, Jones.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught by Brown. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Check 3.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of Ravens 33, Panthers 17.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Ravens 40, Panthers 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From way up at the 23.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones able to get this to Gordon. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define
touchdown Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A strong running. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throwing now, Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yeah, this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go play action now. Jackson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Jones on first down.
And that's checked down to Gordon.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Second down at 5.
Off play action. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory for it.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.